You're watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick. Thanks so much for joining me this morning on CBT News. I've got a great friend of mine and a great friend of yours, Mr. Sean Gardner, who's an instructor and sales trainer for the Joe Verde Group. And this guy brings the good stuff every time he joins us on the show. So Sean, thank you so much for joining us on the show once again.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So let me ask you this. Can marketing be your keys to the gold mine? I mean, let's talk about that, because I know a lot of people are always talking about how do we do better marketing? How do we get people in the door? How do we get conquest customers? So when it comes to that, talk to us about that.
Well, Jim, we're talking about marketing on a personal level for a salesperson. Think about this, okay? If I'm not doing 20 plus a month right now, selling 20 plus cars a month, if I'm not making the big bucks that I want to make, regardless of the market, it doesn't matter, okay? Why am I not making marketing to our customers and to our prospective customers a positive part of our daily routine, okay? I mean, think about this, Jim, and you know this. In sales, in the car business, we're in business for ourselves, right? And what's one thing all successful businesses do?
They market.
They advertise, they market themselves,
right.
Okay? Look, sometimes we just need to understand what marketing is. If I'm a salesperson, it's the promotion of our products, our services. And Jim, I think most important, if I'm a salesperson, is the promotion of me. It's letting people know who I am, where I work, and what I do.
That's right.
That's marketing. And what's really cool, and I think salespeople know this, but they just need to be reminded of this. We're in an industry, the car business, where almost everybody uses our product.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you're driving a car, your wife's driving a car, your kids have a car.
That's right.
I have cars, my kids have cars. I'm going to ask you a true or false question, okay? And we asked this in our sales class, our sales workshop.
Yeah.
Except for the people that are too young or too old to drive anymore.
Right.
Don't 95% of the people in our community have a car now or would like to get one?
Yes, true.
Yeah. Jim, 95% of everyone driving a car right now is going to be buying another car.
That's
30% of everyone has a family member that's going to be buying a car for the next 90 days.
Right.
62% of everyone at least has a coworker, neighbor, friend that's going to be buying a car over the next 90 days.
Good point.
And one thing, just for fun, that I like to point out, because I read a book, The Magic of Thinking Big. I don't know if you remember that book, okay?
I do.
But check this out. In the U.S. alone, in 2024, new cars only, there's going to be over 16 million vehicles sold.
Wow.
Right? So now check this out. If I'm a salesperson working at ABC Ford or whichever store, the only question I got to ask myself is, how many of those sales do I want my name on? Right? Come on now.
That's right.
I mean, you got 16 million people buying a new car. There's 20. I can do my 20.
Well, not to mention all the used car sales that are going to take place, which is double that.
Yes. Joe says, and it's kind of the title of the whole show here, we're sitting on a gold mine, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And we need the keys to mine the gold. We need to learn how to mine the gold. And I think this is a perfect fitting because gold itself is at an all-time high, right?
That's right.
So we need to get ourselves at an all-time high right now.
That's right.
So where do you start? What do you do?
Right.
How do you pull it off? That's the question as a salesperson, okay?
That's right.
So I want to talk about just 3 different things, and there's one clear winner, though, okay? Number 1, as a salesperson, could not do some YouTube videos and some TikToks? Yes or no?
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean, now a salesperson just can't do one YouTube one time and say, well, I didn't get a lot of result from that. I mean, the key to advertising is to consistently advertise.
Repetition.
That's the key to advertising.
That's right.
TikTok videos, they create a buzz. YouTube videos, they're fun to do. They create excitement.
Most people are on YouTube and TikTok all day anyway, so they're familiar with it. They see it themselves. They know it works. They've purchased products from it. So this isn't a big leap here for automotive sales professionals to be in this space, right?
Yes. Well, they just don't know how to. They're afraid of the camera. They're afraid of their own success. I'm not sure, but we had a person in my very last class, okay? And this happens all the time. But see, that's the thing. It's just one person. There was 22 people in this class, and just one person regularly does TikTok or YouTube videos. He's more of a TikTok person, but check this out. He keeps them interesting, informative, and valuable.
Yeah.
He keeps them short. His last video, Jim, 30,000 views.
Wow. That's great.
Just a car commercial on TikTok.
Yeah.
Here's my point of this, okay? Because I don't want to get too deep into YouTube and TikTok. If you're a salesperson watching this, that could be you.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Okay? If you just get out of your shell and get comfortable being uncomfortable, right? You know, that's what the car business is all about.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
You know, now let's completely lower the bar on what salespeople could do to market themselves. Could they put a few cars and keep a few cars on Facebook Marketplace?
Of course.
But, you know, we do sales workshops all over North America, and only 1 or 2 out of 30 salespeople are even doing that.
That's crazy. And it's absolutely free. All it takes is a little bit of time, which, as you know, most salespeople, they might work 10 hours in a day and yet, or be there 10 hours in a day, but actually working maybe a third of that, right? So,
in their own mind, they just don't have time to get that car on Facebook Marketplace so they can market a car in themselves, and they'll be the main contact that they call, but they don't do it.
I know, but they've got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, here's what they say, okay? Well, Joe's already doing that, so Joe's already doing that, so I don't know what I can do. It's just lazy. There's many reasons. We could go deep into that, but you get bites with that. And if you're a salesperson watching this, if you want to get serious about marketing, if you want to get serious about customers coming in the door, asking for you by name, you do both TikTok, YouTubes, and put cars on Facebook Marketplace.
That's right.
We're talking about making the big bucks here, but now look, there's one clear winner, okay? As a salesperson, if I'm looking for the biggest bang for my time and efforts, okay? Now listen carefully to this. That would be doing consistent, organized, direct marketing to your best customers.
Right.
That's the key. So then they ask, who are our best customers? That would be your hot unsold working prospects.
Yeah.
That would be your unsold customers that decided to hold off or even bought somewhere else.
Yep.
That would be your previously sold customers, and that would be all other dealership customers, right?
Yep.
And here's why, Jim. There's either interest or they're completely sold on your product, okay? They're comfortable in your dealership. And a lot of times we as salespeople have rapport with a lot of these customers, and 71% of the customers buy, and they say they'll keep buying if they like you. So we have to stay in touch with these customers on a consistent basis. Direct marketing is a way to stay in touch with your customers.
Yep. That's
right.
That's
you know,
right.
one thing we also point out in our workshop is, check this out. So all those customers I just talked about, they're going to own 12 cars over a lifetime.
Yeah.
Each one of them.
Yeah.
And the average family is 3.
Yeah.
Right? So you take 12 times 3. Wait, are we talking, Jim, check this out. Thousands of 36 car accounts.
That's right.
Sitting in your CRM that we're doing nothing with.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
Nope. But here's the thing. Wouldn't you agree that some of this is the fault of the management and the leadership in that dealership that either A, doesn't bring this up at all for their people to do, or doesn't make it mandatory for their people to do? I mean, theoretically, if a sales department or a dealership's got 15 salespeople, they should have 15 mini marketers on social media working, with social media to make sure that they get their name out, the brand of the dealership, the brand of the cars that they sell, but most importantly, that salesperson's name and image out there in the marketplace. Think about it. If you've got 15 salespeople, you've got a machine that's cranking out content in your particular marketplace that is a win-win. It's actually a win-win-win because the customer wins, the salesperson wins, and the dealer wins, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what you're talking about? You're talking about a dealership with 15 salespeople doing 300 cars a month.
Yeah, that's right.
With very low cost of sale and very profitable. See, that's a whole management conversation, right? So, but the thing about it is as a salesperson, I don't know how to set it up, what to do, what to say. And that's where we come in, and it's pretty easy. But I want to leave this, okay, with, if you're pumped up, if you're watching this and you just want to start doing something, here's what you could do. Take a look at all your unsold customers over the last 30 days. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a list. If you're talking to 2-3 customers a day,
totally.
I mean, you might have 15 customers, unsold customers on that list.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Easy.
Now check this out, Jim. All you have to do is review each one.
Mm-hmm.
You look at what they were buying, you look at what they were trading in, you look at the deal itself, and you ask yourself, okay, what would be a compelling reason I could give this customer to come down and give me and our dealership another shot? You review all 15 unsold customers, and then you reach out to them with that compelling reason by text, email, and phone, all three. And if you can't think of a compelling reason, you go to your manager, and you should do this once a week anyways, okay? Check this out. And just review every unsold customer with your manager and ask your manager, what can I do or say to get this customer back in? Have a conversation, move to the next one. What can I say or do to get this customer back in to give us another shot? What can I say or do? And you just keep reviewing that list, and you market yourself to your unsold customers. And Jim, if they just went back to their office right now after this CBT interview and started doing that, they could sell a car today from that.
That's right. That's right. I love it.
Sorry, I got pumped up, but I got a lot of passion on this.
I love it because it really puts that leader or that sales manager, right on the front lines with that sales associate. To your point, what can I do to bring this person back in? And many times the sales department, or I should say the sales manager, has got the control, can pull the different levers to say, tell them we're going to give them a little more for the trade. We're going to take a little off the sticker price. We're going to tweak the payment. We're going to work on the interest rate. That's a reason to call. That's a reason to get them back in. All of those things a salesperson cannot do. Right? They can't change, trade allowances and everything else, but the sales manager can. And it also takes that monkey off the salesman's back and says, look, we're in this thing together, Mr. Manager or Mrs. Manager. Yes. How can you help me close this deal for the two of us? Because the sales manager is not getting paid unless a car is burning gas either. Mm-hmm. So they're in it together, right?
Yeah, the salesperson's thinking, I want to sell my 20 this month. The manager's thinking, I'm trying to do my 200.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So here's the thing, though. Some of your 20 is getting lost in him thinking about the 200. So you need to constantly remind your manager, what can I do or say?
That's right.
And we need to verbalize things like, could we put a little more money in the trade?
Yeah.
Could we go a little longer term? Can we use a different lender? If I could get the customer to put a little more money down, could we get closer on the payment?
That's right.
Creative thinking works in the car business, but guys, we got to get them back into the store, right? We got to market ourselves to all our unsolds, but that's just the tip of the iceberg when we talk about putting together a good, organized, consistent marketing machine to help guarantee growth every month and make sure that you have a record 2025.
That's right. No question about it. Sean Gardner, this is exactly why we love bringing you in here. Instructor and sales trainer at the Joe Verde Group. You all know that name. They've been a brand for so many years, helping dealers all over the country in their areas of sales training and management training. And we are honored to have you here with us. So thank you so much for joining us on the show. This is
incredible, Tim. Incredible, always.
Thanks so much.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.